name is Cynthia Garcia. I am a counselor at MSJC, so Mount San Jacinto College in Southern California. Finding a place that had like-minded individuals like myself, and also seeing people that are in the STEM fields, whether it's professors, whether it's administration, that is very inspiring. And as a counselor, I need to make sure that I can relate that inspiration to my students. So I wanted to come to learn about what is going on at other colleges because I want to try to bring that information to my college. We don't have to reinvent the wheel all the time. It's always good to listen to other peers across the nation, across the globe, and see what's working for them to see what kind of elements we can bring to our institution. Some of the challenges I face as a counselor, especially with students in STEM, it's a mixture of their identity, it's a mixture of the imposter syndrome that they have. So having to explain to them that there are other people in the STEM field that are making it, that's probably the hardest part as a counselor because students don't see a lot of people that look like them in the STEM fields, and in science, math, and engineering, or anything STEM related. So as a counselor, I need to be able to make sure that I give them the proper coursework needed to transfer since I'm at a community college, but then also give them the motivation, inspiration to keep going. And that's always very difficult because students have other responsibilities when they're in education, when they're in the community college, especially in the community college sector. You have a lot of working individuals. They really just come for that particular reason and then they go to work. So if they don't have that why, it's very difficult to keep them in school. And especially STEM students, they are on top of their game. Students that are in STEM are always on top of their game. So as a counselor, I have to also be on top of my game. Some of the most rewarding experiences as a counselor, as an adjunct, is just seeing your students transfer, flourish, and then come back and help their community. So when I have students come back and I tell them, hey, I'm looking for a speaker and I want students to hear other students that either went through this community college or went through this particular program, and they come back and you hear their stories. A lot of my students are first generation students. They come from immigrant families. A lot of them come from single parent households. So to make it to where a lot of them have made it is such an accomplishment. Graduation is always a major emotional, successful day for counselors because they're like our babies. And once we get them through, they transfer and you hope that you get those text messages, which I do, like, hey, I'm going to graduate. Will you come to my graduation? So seeing that is probably the happiest moment for a counselor. And then just them, like I said, coming back to the community, coming back to help their fellow peers and inspiring them with their story of, hey, I was first generation, I'm a Latino student, I'm a Chicano student, and I made it. I came from a single parent household. I come from a low income family. So that is probably the best thing as a counselor. And as an instructor, it's the same thing. Just making sure you have a really cool review on, Rate My Professor, that's awesome. But then also just hearing students say, hey, I had a full day of classes and I love coming to your class and I actually learn and engage. I became a counselor because I had a great counselor as an undergrad. And I am not the typical student, the typical 4.0 student. That wasn't me as an undergrad. And I got kicked out of my university because I was juggling a full-time job, full-time school load, commuting, and helping my single parent, my mom. And I had this counselor that inspired me and she kept helping me throughout my whole undergrad. So when I came back to the university, I did come back and I finished my bachelor's. I was like, I want to impact students the exact same way that she impacted me. So then I became a counselor. And a lot of times I tell students my story because the school that I work at, Mount San Jacinto College, she got me that job. So I have a full circle moment. I work with my mentor on a daily basis. It's inspiring students. Not everybody can see that. You have to have somebody else on the outside see what you do to give you that full potential to say, you are awesome. You're going to make it. You may not believe it. I believe it, and I'll get you to where you want to go. And that's what I tell my students. I will get you to where you want to go, but I need you to give me the ganas, right? The effort. You need to have that in order for me to help you get to where you want to go. So that's my why. People ask me, do you want to be a dean or director? No, because that direct contact with my students is everything to me. Making sure that I inspire them, making sure that I let them know that just because you fail a class or just because you have to withdraw for whatever reason, you're going to be fine. You're going to make it. We all have our downfalls. I really just hope that more institutions support their staff, faculty, and classified employees to actually come out to these conferences. I think it's important that we are supported in coming out, and after the pandemic, it's been very difficult. So I hope that they keep doing these conferences. Maybe they do it region wide to where we can get more information out across the nation. But I think it's important to understand this particular population and understand how small it can be because we don't have the resources that we should be giving their students. And when I went to the website, and that's how I found the conference, there were so many resources. I almost got overwhelmed because I'm like, okay, I got to come back. So sharing these resources every possible way, I think would be just so beneficial to not only faculty, but classified individuals at colleges and universities across the nation. That way we can help our students, because our STEM students, they're growing and they are a very particular population. And if we don't give them the resources they need, they're going to fall through the cracks, and that's going to be on us. So I really hope that they just continue sharing the information that they do on their website and in these conferences.